You caught me in the kitchen with my squirrel. Oh, Mr. Chicky Bob eating. Chickens. Anywho, don't you love when people say that? Hey, kids. So, I was holding some real thick wire. And I was like, you're going to burn the shit out of you. Whenever you burn yourself where you have a callus, where it's a callus area, it's not like where you, like you think, okay, I burned myself on my cheek. Or like on the top of my arm, where it's more like, it's not really roughed up skin. It's, and you think, oh, that's the worst burn. Nope. Every time I go to pick this little rat bastard up. Anywho, I burned my callus skin on my index, and I was thinking, like, you're going to burn yourself. And yeah, I did. I burned myself. This just came in, and in the picture, they'll have, like, I don't know if they Photoshop or if they like have a farm where they grow people with really small hands. So it's all on Alibaba Express, maybe even eBay. You'll see this type of advertising where it'll have like, it'll look like this is like you're gonna take your motor out of your car with the screwdriver, and then it comes and it's like a little. It's not a number 2. It's maybe a .02. But man, yeah, I love this one, especially rectally ribbed for his pleasure. So you caught me in the kitchen with the squirrel, and I wanted to say happy birthday to a dear friend of mine, Tony. He's a squirrel guy, and I just wanted to wish him a happy birthday. So yeah. I'll catch up with you soon, Tony. Sorry I missed you. And you had your answer. I told you I was going to call, and then you had your answering machine on on your birthday. So I didn't get to talk to him. Now this video is just all about me basically showing off my wounds. I got this one here, and that was... I get these ingrown... I tried to cut that one out. I don't know if I was drinking or what was going on, but it's better if you go all the way with it. If you... Like, I like to take the knife, score it on the top, and then turn it around and go underneath. And go all the way down, and then get underneath it, rip it out, grab a needle nose, and rip that sucker out of there. Sometimes I don't have enough go-go juice in me to follow through with that, and about halfway through I'll go, ah. And I did that on this toe, and it started really, really hurting. It was infected. It was on the left side. It was bad news. The right side didn't look good either, but man, did the left hurt. So I went in there yesterday, and I put on some AC/DC live, and I was watching Angus do his thing, and what's his name?
Brian?
Bon Scott.
Brian
Jones. Yeah, I was like,
Johnson.
And I'm in here, you know, there's blood, and I'm like, it was kind of like it had, some of the skin is like cuticle skin or something, and that's always the stuff that really, like, you gotta peel all that out of there. You gotta tear it all out. So I was just literally going in and cutting that stuff out and pulling it out. With I got this new needle nose where it's bent. It comes down. I was like, I'll use that one. So they're just tearing meat out of my toe with the AC/DC, and I'm just like, you know, Gopti's sleeping, and I'm just tearing chunks of flesh out.
I was not sleeping. I was actually watching, because Angus doesn't stop moving the whole time.
You were wide awake, yeah.
I commented.
So it was loads of fun, and I forgot about my I forgot about my burns on my fingers. Anywho, kids. So yeah, that was that sucked. I've done a lot of this like home surgery on my toes, and it started in like my toes kind of stopped doing it, and then it started on my fingers. So I've done this, and it's not just an excuse to drink too much wine, because you have to. I can't do it sober. I have to kind of get a little shit faced to do this, and then I'll wrap them up. I'll put I'll put alcohol on it. Sometimes I haven't, and then it'll get really infected. It'll like a lot of liquid will come out. It'll be like yellow liquid. It'll be nasty. Now yesterday, I did this on my my left foot, my left big toe, and I really went to town on it, and it was not fun. It was really messed up, which I mean, it was like infected. So working on it was really extra pain. And what I did, I alcoholed it and used Q-tips and, went at it, kept putting alcohol on it. And boy, if it's 90% alcohol and you just like tore all the cuticle out, and then you just start throwing 91 on there, it'll make you sing. I start doing like this, like, like speaking in Turkish tongues. And then I went and took a bath. Every couple of years, it doesn't hurt. I woke up this morning and this thing was like, it looked brand new. Like I really thought it was going to be like I was going to be able to sell some cauliflower. Like I was going to have a garden growing down there with a lot of like weird gourds and stuff growing with pus sacs and tentacles. It was like it was like showroom. Like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I cut the bandage off with my German scissors. I'm sure you guys have seen these.
I
German
put them
scissors.
away already.
I got them for 50 cents in Bay City, Michigan. It was like the buy of a lifetime. But they got a round tip. They're little about that long. The blade business end of it, and they're smaller. And man, do they work good for cutting toe bandages off because of the rounded tip, and they're real sharp. We're just a really well made. It's not like this Chinese stuff. So I cut that thing off, flung it in the garbage, and then, man, oh man, it looked like... And then about a half hour later, I was like, hey, Gonzi, look at how good this looks, because I don't think I've ever done the toe surgery and then taken a bath. Usually I'm kind of drinking, I'm like, I'll do it, and I'll bathe it with alcohol, and then I'll slather it on with a bunch of Vaseline or triple antibiotic. Roll some paper towel around it and some masking tape, like a kind of a makeshift Band-Aid. And then usually I'll cover that with electrical tape. And then that'll last through the night. It won't come off like a Band-Aid will. So I generally don't take a bath after I do this, but I did yesterday. Man, I got to tell you, and this is part of the reason I'm making this video and talking about all this. It was fantastic. It looked like showroom, like, and then it was weeping. There was like liquid coming out, but it wasn't like dark liquid. It was just. So I cleaned it up after being exposed to air for a couple hours, because I like to rotate it. When I have a wound, I'll put the ointment on it and bandage it. And then the next day I'll remove that, clean it up with some alcohol, and then let it air out for about equal time or a little less, and then bandage it up. So, yeah, that's my life. And I think I'm going to cut this one short. I'll end up uploading 2 videos. If you guys want to learn more about this over here, what I got going on here, I'll come back and make another quick video on the updated progress that I made with this thing here today. But I just once I get going about the home surgery, and I know I can't complain. I know that there are many other people who really suffer, and the little bit of suffering I do, I'm gonna milk it for everything it's worth. So thank you for joining me for Petey's home surgery, home hacking. Man, this toe hurts. I'm not gonna kid you. I rebandaged it and I may have went a little tight. So be thankful for your health while you have it, because as you get older, shit starts hurting. And I probably didn't tell you guys. I tore my rotator cuff, my shoulder. I just completely cashed out my shoulder, and I also have a bone spur in my left elbow. Well, I went to get that checked out, and they were like, "Oh, here's this cream," and I was like, "Will that cream really help?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." And it was basically, my theory is because I have public aid insurance, that they just don't want to really go through with it and cut me open and grind it out of there, which is what you're supposed to do. So I put up with it for a couple more years, and again, I hate to complain, but it feels like someone stabs you with Thor's lightning hammer when I put it on a pillow sitting next to me. It's horrific pain. Like, I can't. I've had chronic gout in my knees, so I know about intense pain. I do. Now, this sucks, and I went and saw this Dr. Erickson. He's a Swede. He asked me how to pronounce my name. He was cool, and he's grinding it up and cutting me off. He's like, "You're going to lose a lot of blood." He's like, "We're going to give you a tourniquet." So I have no idea. I have to look this up and see, are they going to knock me out, or am I going to be like watching the... do they save the blood? Hopefully they can repurpose it. So yeah, I'm going to get that taken care of, and it'll be one less thing on my left side that I'll have to worry about. So super great, super positive news. And I can't complain about medicine. It is what it is, and I've had my ups and downs with doctors myself, but my father expired from a malpractice event, so it is what it is, and I'm thankful, and I'm not here to complain. But when you live with a real lot of pain, it's something that I can talk about it. And I've lived with a lot of pain. And chronic gout, I had it for 15 years, and I had it in my knees. Like, it used to take, I remember it took 3 months because the skin peeled from my knee down to my ankle for that peeling to heal up, because my knee was the size of a volleyball, basically. And if you know about gout, you'll know it's women who have experienced it compared to childbirth. So yeah, I'm on here. Oh, peteys, this is so much pain. Oh, hey kids, you don't know, only I know. But yeah, be thankful for your youth. Be thankful for when you're not suffering, because when you are, it fucking sucks. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Hug your pets. Try to stay warm, and